for this love pain. Anybody got a pill I could pop for this love pain? Anybody got a prayer I could say for this love pain? Yeah. Ooh, I need it for this love pain. Anybody got a prescription? Yeah, for this love pain. Anybody got a pill I could pop for this love pain? Anybody got a prayer I could say for this love pain? Yeah. Ooh,
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you happen to be in the world. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Everything gonna be all right. Yes, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you happen to be in the world. You like, you just said that, baby. Yes, I did. And I'm gonna say it again. So I hope you guys are doing well. Today is Saturday. And as you know, at least you probably know, every Saturday I go to my company's thing called Flight School. It's where we get company updates and then we have training. Today, Mr. Sam Beam was like dropping nuggets like poo, 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 poo. They were all over the place. Just too many nuggets. I had to go, get the U-Haul. So it was very, very nice. But anyway, so today, you remember I said doing a 3-day thing on at least 3 buzzwords that I had a little trouble with when I first started in the online space. Not really trouble with, but I just wanted to know what the real meaning of it was. So yesterday I talked about niches and what they were. Now today I'm going to talk about a buzzword that's not only in the online space. It's actually pretty much in a lot of places. Personal development is everywhere. Good morning, Vivian. How are you? So in this online space, though, you're constantly hearing the phrase massive action, right? I'm pretty sure anything you've probably ever listened to, personal development, motivation, inspiration, all of that stuff, you've heard this phrase. But did they define it? Did they say, well, massive action means, what I mean by massive action is, no, I had never heard anybody say what they meant by that phrase. So here's what I came up with based on the things that they say after, before, and after that phrase. Okay. Because I think they assume everybody knows what that is or what they mean by doing massive action. What type of action? What do you want me to do? And so here's the meaning that I've come upon that really it hammers it home for me. Okay. So massive action is those actions you take consistently and with determination that moves the needle towards your goal, and that you do it without fail and without taking a break from it. That's massive action to me. Now, if that makes sense to you, great. I want it to make sense for you, because it is something you have to do. You have to be your actions that you do towards your goal have to be consistent, and you have to have determination, and you have to do it without fail every single day until you reach that goal. Now, I heard Mr. Eric Thomas, because I listen to these motivational speakers, and Mr. Eric Thomas says that in order to get your breakthrough, you must not take breaks. Hello, right? To get your breakthrough, you can't be taking breaks. Some days you're not going to feel like it. Do it anyway. Some days people are going to tick you off. so bad, do it anyway. Some people are going to like say to you, well, you know you can't do that. I don't even know why you're trying. Do it anyway. Because if you do it anyway, you're living up to your dreams and you're living up to the promise you made to yourself, not to somebody else. You're not making promises to other people. You're making promises to yourself. And if you don't keep your promise to yourself, how are you going to keep your promise to anybody else, right? Okay, so if you don't stop until the deed is done, guess what happens at the end of all that? You reach your goal and you have taken all the massive action, but now you can relax. Those people who were telling you you couldn't do it, oh, you shouldn't do it, all that kind of stuff, those people are still working hard at theirs because they were taking breaks. But you, because you took that massive action, those consistent actions, now you're where you need to be and you just partying on the beach. Oh, yeah, right? So be willing to suffer a little to have great rewards. That was also something Mr. Eric Thomas said. Now, I was telling you about Mr. Good morning, Sharika. How are you, lovely? So this morning I was telling you about Mr. Sam Bean. He's our Diamond Ambassador. And this morning on our flight school, he said, grow into the income that you want. Now, I think I was talking about that the other day about, going from an employee mindset to an entrepreneur mindset or a millionaire mindset. It's not easy because most of the time, your employee mindset has been there way longer than your millionaire mindset, right? So you have to do some things to grow into it. You're not going to be perfect the first day. Even though everybody on social media is telling you you got to be perfect this first day. And, oh, if you don't do it this way, you're wrong and blah, 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 blah. And if you keep listening to all of that crap, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fall down and your massive action is going to come to a complete and utter stop. That's exactly what's going to happen. And so filter out the noise, grow into your millionaire mindset, do that personal development, do all that things you need to do to get to your goal. It's not just the productive things, which is what you're going to need to do to get to your goal, but productivity is also working on you. You have to work on you as well as working on your business. You can't separate the two. It's all part of what you do as far as massive action is concerned. So marry the two. Your personal development and your productivity have to be combined, because otherwise, if you get to your goal and you haven't worked on yourself, guess what? You're going to fall down. You're going to fall backwards. It's just what it is. It's how life works. So also, Mr. Bean says, get your feelings out of the way and work. He said, if you start every sentence with, I feel that, well, it's not about your feelings. It's about the work, right? So if you just focus on the work and not your feelings. Yes, you're human and you're going to have feelings, but don't let your feelings dictate your actions. Because if we all let our feelings dictate our actions, we wouldn't do anything. I don't feel like getting up every day. I don't go many places, but I get up and I get dressed every day as if I'm going someplace. You know why? Because I want to be prepared. If I need to go out, I want to be prepared to go out. Somebody comes to my house, I don't want to be running around trying to get clothes on if somebody comes to my door. So you have to be prepared. Get your feelings out of the way and just do the work and stop doing. Mr. Bean said he slapped me upside the head with this one, right? Stop doing your best and just do what is required. Your best, if you're not where you need to be, if you're not where you want to be, your best is not good enough, obviously. So if you stop doing your best and do what is required, at the end of doing what is required, you will have what you require. What are you requiring of yourself? Are you requiring yourself to just sit around and wait for something to happen? Or are you requiring yourself to go out and take those actions that you need to take because of the goal that you set for yourself? Nobody set this goal for you. You set your own goal, and now you're not going for it. Why? What is the reason? Have you identified that reason? Then identify the reason. That's part of the personal development side. Identify the reason why you're not going for your goal. And if you figure that out, you will be taken off like a rocket. Once you figure out why you're not doing something, then you'll start doing it. Because you always have to evaluate. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and she said to me, she said, every day you need to, before you go to bed, you need to reflect on your day. What did you do? What moved the needle forward? What didn't move the needle forward? What do you need to improve upon? And then the next day, and when you're doing your planning, change that. Change those things and improve upon those things you needed to improve upon, because that way the next day will be more productive. And you keep doing that every single day over and over and over, your massive action will have more oomph. It will produce more for you. Massive action, right? So massive action really is nothing more than working really hard for your goal, letting all the noise go away, leave all the noise, just block them out. Just, do like the little kids. Nah, until you achieve it. And if you haven't achieved it yet, you haven't taken enough action. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but I'm talking to me too. If you haven't achieved your goal, that means you're not taking enough action. What more can you do to get to your goal? What mentor can you go to? Because baby, I'm telling you, you can't do it by yourself. Some things you can do by yourself, but there's certain things that you can't do by yourself. You can't just sit up there and go, oh, well, I know everything. You do not. You don't know everything. You can't know everything. Nobody knows everything. As smart as the people I mentioned are, they don't know everything, and they will readily admit that. They will put their hand out and say, you know what? I need some help. Because they've learned that that's also a part of your growth. That's also a part of your productivity. If you're so stubborn that you refuse to reach your hand out and get help, then you will be in the same exact place. So your actions may include reaching out for help. I know it sounds weird, right? But your actions may include just reaching out your hand and say, you know what? I'm a little bit lost here. I need to know. I need some help. Can you help me? Can you support me? You don't want them to do it for you, but you want the support that they can provide, because they can provide to you their experience so that you don't make the same mistakes. Sometimes when we're trying to do stuff by ourselves, we're making mistakes we don't even need to make, because we could have asked somebody about it and they could have navigated you around those mistakes so that you didn't have to make them. And then there's some times when somebody tells you about their mistakes and they tell you, oh, well, don't do that. And you just don't listen. Well, you have to suffer through it yourself, because there's consequences, right? There's consequences to not listening to good advice. So whatever those actions are, do them consistently every single day without fail. That's massive action. And I'm not gonna, this was a short and sweet one. At least I intended for it to be. It's been more than 15 minutes, but it's all right. But I won't belabor the point, but you get it, right? That's all it is. It's work. Massive action is working really hard towards your goal, whatever those actions have to be. Whether it's something that you do, something you ask somebody else to help you do, but it's all up to you, whatever it is. And then when you take the massive actions now, beach time later, and everybody else is still working, and you just beach timing it because they're upset with you because you worked so hard. Oh well, you didn't pay attention to me. Oh, you didn't pay any attention to me. I didn't pay attention to you because I couldn't at that time. I didn't have time to do that at that time. I had a mission and I needed to be on that mission, and whatever you had going on, I couldn't help you with that. Or if I missed something really important, I'm so sorry. Doesn't change my love for you, but I'm just going to keep going. And if they don't understand, I'm sorry, this may sound harsh, but too bad for them. Because you have to, for your own well-being, for your own peace of mind, is to go for your dreams. Accomplish those dreams, and then you can go back and give a helping hand to somebody. You can't help anybody else until you help yourself. That just bottom line. The old saying that you can't fill up somebody else's cup out of your empty cup. If your cup is empty, you cannot give anybody else anything to drink. You just can't. As Lisa Nichols says, give them from your overflow. There's a gospel song too, says my overflow. So you can't give him if you don't have it yourself. It's just like love. If you don't have love in your heart for yourself, you can't give it to anybody else. That's what it is. All right, guys. So I said I wasn't going to belabor the point, but I keep doing that, right? But anyway, I'm going to end this like I always end this. I invite you all to come and take a look at our company. Just come to our business mall. Just come and hang out, check it out, see what we're all about, and find out what we do and how we love each other to success. And Mr. Bean is actually my diamond ambassador, and he is a phenomenal leader. He has a millionaire mindset call every Monday night, and we go to this millionaire mindset call, and it's phenomenal. Of course, that's not in the business mall. That's in our other group. But, if you got involved in the business, you could get involved in that. But just saying. And, some people progress slower than others, but it doesn't matter. We still love each other to success. And success is personal to each and every person. And when that person succeeds, no matter how small or how big you think that success is, it succeeds, and we, elevate each other. And it's such a beautiful thing. So send me a DM, and I put the link to my messenger in the description of this video, and you can send me a DM with hashtag business mall, and I'll invite you to the business mall. You can take a look around, no obligation, just take a look around to see what we're doing there. And then if you decide that there's something there that you like, or something that you want to, if you want to know more about the business, or if you want to join us, then we can have a chat. All right. So I will talk to you guys later. I will see you on my next video. Oh, wait, before I end, hold up. Wait a minute. Y'all didn't remind me that I didn't do my giveaway for the last 2 weeks. I didn't do it. So I'm going to include that in this video. And I hate to give two different instructions at the end, but if you want to be in the giveaway, you can also look and included in doing the hashtag business mall, do hashtag giveaway. And I'm going to give away $100 restaurant savings card to anyone that does hashtag giveaway. What? Yeah. Anybody. Put in the chat of this live, either on Facebook or YouTube, because that's the only two I'm projecting to today. Facebook or YouTube, put hashtag giveaway, and I'm going to give you $100 restaurant savings card. You can use it at any restaurant on restaurants.com. Anyone. And you can use it in increments. I just found that out the other day, actually, when I used one myself. My daughter and I went to this beautiful vegan and vegetarian restaurant. The food was amazing. But anyway, you can use it in increments. I know, right? But anyway, hashtag giveaway, hashtag business mall. Send me the DM and I will take care of you. And I promise you guys, this is going to be a fantastically marvelous day. So I will see you in my next video. But in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming, Sharika. Oh, hi, Harrington, Vivian. And I talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.